Hope everybody having a good day. Say a prayer for you and your family and all that. Today's topic is going to be how to get your CDL license. Yeah, how to get it. But the first thing that I did, I reached out to all the programs that was in my city, in the state, and that was dealing with how to get CDL license. So one thing you got to realize, a lot of these programs are out here to help you get into school. A lot of people don't know that because it was tough for me to even get in school. I went through so many different programs that was trying to help me get it, but they didn't have the money. So I stay in the Orangeburg, South Carolina area, and they got a school, OC Tech, and the state was going to pay for me to go. It was just that the seat wasn't guaranteed. And then it was a long process. Everybody want certain class times and things like that. So it was first come, first serve, and I didn't get there first. So that's how that happened. Then there was another program tried to help me out. Forgot the name of it, but they ain't had the funds. And most of these CDL schools cost around $4,000 to $6,500. So it's a big penny. If you got it, hey, more power to you. I ain't have it, so I had to reach out. And the more I reached out, the longer the process began. So I just, kept my faith and just was like, you know what? If it's meant for me to go to school, I'm going to go. But one thing I tried to avoid all manual schools. I don't know how to drive no stick. You feel me? So I was like, nah, we don't want to go to them schools. We don't want to be in school too long. That was my thing. I don't want to be in school too long. I just want to get it and get up out of here and do what I need to do. Didn't work like that. So I was going to go to Midlands Tech, but they wanted morning classes. And I'm at my job and they not having that switching schedule stuff. So couldn't do that. Reached out to unemployment. Unemployment have a program. I forgot the name of it, but it's dealing with CDL classes for school. So you might want to look into that. Definitely want to look into that. They referred me to another program called vocational rehab, and it's based off of disabilities. So if you have any type of disability, look for vocational rehab. Look for that in your city and state. See what they could do for you. Because once you tell them your disability, they're going to do research. They're going to hit your doctors up. They want to see the history of it. They want to know everything. They want to know how much money you're making. If you got any student loans. They want to see why you can't afford the class. So if you in student loan debt, that's perfect. They love that. Because that lets them know that you can't afford this. And they want to help out. So that helps out a lot. When you got a lot of bills and you in debt, yeah. Believe it or not, it helped. It helped me a lot. Because they see I'm making, don't get me wrong, I'm making payments. I'm not just not paying nothing. I'm making payments, but still, they helped me out because they saying I needed the help. So now, let's skip that. I'm in school. I got into TKT, and that is a manual school. One I said I didn't want to go to, but it just came down to the wire. I got this permit. It's about to expire. What are we doing here? Once they gave me that card with my ID with the CDL stamp on there, I was like, oh, I got my license. And they're like, no, you don't. That's just your permit. You got to go to school to get the license. So that's where the ball just gets different. But now, okay, boom. Got accepted. I'm taking night classes. Night classes wasn't bad. It start from about 4:30. It depends actually on the instructor. Because I told him I'm going to be running late, and he said that's fine. We don't really leave out the yard till 5:30. But good thing where I work at, I wasn't too far from the school, so that was good. So I get there around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So the things that you're going to learn in class is logbooks. You're going to learn some regulations, and you're going to learn pre-trip. Pre-trip is most important when getting your CDL license. I'm going to tell you why. It's a song that they sing, and I still know this song. It's properly mind secured, not missing nuts, busted fasteners, not broken, not damaged, it's not cracked. When you say that, you're going to be saying that over and over and over. Memorize that. If you got to record yourself saying it, do that. It'll help. It'll help. They got the TKT videos. I used to watch Johnny, and he'll just perform it. And the more he did it, the more I just kept memorizing how he did it. So, properly mind secured, not missing nuts, bolts, or fasteners. Not broken, not damaged, it's not cracked. So, every item, no, every part on the truck is a different phrase. So, you got to remember that too. And they're going to go through all that with you, you know. They're going to get you prepared. I was in school from like January 5th and graduated April 4th. So it wasn't too bad for somebody that never drove a stick. You feel me? And driving a stick in a truck, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Once you understand what you need to do and learning the gears, you'll be straight. Like I had the 10-speed and understanding that double clutch. It's like a one motion type of thing. You hit your left foot and then take the gear and put it in the right gear, and do it again till it's in the right gear. It's not as complicated, but if you pay attention and you really want to get your CDL, if you're in a manual school, definitely pay attention. Definitely learn that pre-trip. Because if you don't know the pre-trip, you can't even take the test. Now, ain't that something? The pre-trip is consistent of the in cab and out cab. You got to know everything inside the truck. They done cut down some things, but it's the verbiage that really means a lot with the instructor that's testing you. So you got to know what you're talking about. You just can't say, here go the steering wheel, or like you got to say this steering wheel is a 20-inch diameter. Like you gotta know this stuff. You gotta know this stuff. Like for real. And it took me a while, but every day I was studying. Now, you're not gonna always be on pre-trip because you have to get advanced to everything. They want you to be advanced to everything. So you're gonna be learning the gears. You're gonna be learning what gear to pull off in, what gear to stop. You know, it's a lot. It's really a lot. You got to learn the air brake system. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot, and it took me some time to get it. But once you get it, oh man, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling when you can get pre-trip like memorized like the back of your hand, like that type of thing. Say for instance, if you had to do the fifth wheel, you'll just say properly mind secured, not missing nuts, busted fasteners, not broken, not damaged, not cracked. It's properly greased. There's no space between the apron and the fifth wheel plate. Like, you got to know this stuff. You hear me? And you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about when you do it. You'll see it. And it's amazing because it's so many parts on a 18-wheel truck. You be like, yo, how am I know this stuff? See, good thing for me, I got automotive background, so I knew some of the components already that was inside the truck, so I wasn't tripping off of that. Like when you go inside the hood, but then with some things I didn't know. Like it was a couple things in there I did not know. But oh yeah, I know it now. You gotta know it. You gotta know it, like for real. And I think another thing about, meeting new people, everybody working together, you meet some good classmates. You want to keep in touch with those classmates because you never know when you might need them in the future. You never know it. But I feel the best way, to get your CDL, pay attention, listen to the instructor, ask questions. Ask a lot of questions if you don't know, because them log books, that ain't nothing to play with either. You got to pay attention. You got to fill those out, because in the real world, you're going to need those. Some of them are electronic, but if your electronic is not working at the job, you're going to have to fill out a logbook. It's just what it is. And honestly, I don't like filling them things out. But I know once I get in my trucking job, I'm going to have to fill them out starting out. And then it'll be electronic with the GPS and all that stuff. Yeah, that's just my piece on that with getting your license. Like, just make sure you study. Be real good with memorizing things. Get the nervousness out. Definitely get your nervousness out. Just go in there with an open mind, telling yourself you're gonna get this license. You know, even if you're working and you gotta leave work to go to school, like, just do it. Do it. It'll help you in the long run. I promise you. And it's a great feeling when you accomplish that goal, because so many people say that you can't. But that's just my peace of mind and my thoughts. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please keep tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments. I would love to reply. And hey, just another episode of I Must Be Tripping. I'd like gonna be yours someday. We travel along so far. Wanna live like a star.